Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh, God. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What are you a prostitute? I'm serious.
Sir, please leave.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone.
Stepdad's been raping you since
Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh, God. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What are you a prostitute? I'm serious.
Sir, please leave.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone. I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please.
That guy is not ever gonna get a date with her. This is not a romance. This makes you sick at your stomach. So, Mr. Perry, this is Cynthia Ortiz again. Leave me the fuck alone. I don't care what you think. That's not what I said. I didn't ask you, what do you think? How you feel? How are you doing? What do you want? Did I? Did I say that? I did not. You need to act like you understand people. Because you act like you have no fucking idea what I just said. You continue to try to talk to me like you think I care what you think. That's not what I said. I said don't contact me at all. And the more you do, the more intel we get. No one has what we have. You guys can't overcome it all. You can't. It's 10 years worth. Ask Geppetto. Ask Bald Fat Calvin. Ask Muffin Man. Whoever the fuck that is. That's your nickname, Muffin Man. Ask Lucius. Ask Blankenship and Desiree. Ask Sonjay. Who's Monique? What happened with Monique? Tell everybody what happened with Monique. Who is she? What I said is, fuck off. Mind your own business. But out of my business, leave me alone. When we get information, it's because you pissed my guys off. And they all work really hard to get more to wrap this up so they can put you in jail. And we're done. It doesn't matter whatever lie you come up with or how you think you've explained something away that came out. Because at the end of the day, the only people getting the information are the guys helping me. They're the ones you have to convince. No one else matters. You keep trying to ask me who it is like you think I want to help you. Why do you think that? No one understands why the hell you think I would help you. I won't help you. We all are sick and tired of this. You're not listening to what I'm saying. Everybody's sick of you. I'm sick of you. I don't like you. I moved twice to not have drama. I don't like drama. People don't like hardship, suffering, loss, drama, tragedy, or those who cause it. Duh. You're invading my privacy in a very vulgar, nasty, obscene, illegal way. It doesn't get you a date. It doesn't get you information. It doesn't get you anything. It gets us information. Means you act like you don't understand what I just said. You're just like him. He's commenting on her clothes. Wow, Neil, nobody asked you what you thought about her clothes, did they? Nope. What she said is leave me the fuck alone. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me the fuck alone 6 times. He acts like he has no idea what she said. Like he's mentally retarded. Our shrink thinks Mr. Perry has got an aging disease. We believe he's got Huntington's disease, which causes delusion and paranoia. She thinks he's also got some dementia, senile dementia or Alzheimer's or something, because you have to repeat yourself so much. This guy is a grown-ass man with wife and kids in Lubbock. An elected position, I guess. I don't even know anymore. I don't pay attention to that. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. As long as he's leaving me alone. As long as he's leaving me alone. I was supposed to get you elected, and that was it. So that the police officers that are helping me could get to you. It worked brilliantly. They got right to you. All of you. They've talked to all of you. You just didn't know that's who you were talking to. You don't find them. They find you. And you'll get to know who they are when they show up at your front door with handcuffs. And not one day before. No one wants to help you, Mr. Perry. You're dangerous. You're cruel. Everybody's sick of that. Listen to what I just said. Everybody is sick of you. Everybody's sick of the problems you cause. Everybody's sick of the invasion of my privacy and the rape. It's rape. You don't have a love life. You're watching TV, pretending, like John Hinckley Jr., who ended up in the nut house. You're very sick. You make everybody sick at their stomach. You're making me sick at my stomach. I don't want to hear from you. I'm not trying to help you. I want for you to go away. I did my part. I got you elected. That's it. Whatever you've done to me has been icing on the cake. Just icing on the cake. And you just can't shut up and go away. You just can't control yourself. You just can't stop bothering and bothering and bothering and bothering. You have no real love life. You have no chance of a date with someone like me. You disgust me. You're the butt of a dirty joke. You really have reduced yourself to that, and you'll never be anything better than that. You can't. Because women are attracted to normal guys who respect boundaries, make sure we don't miss a meal, get off their asses and work hard, and don't butt into stuff that doesn't concern them. That's what women are attracted to. You're everything women are turned off by. You're a fat, lazy pervert turnoff. And that's the best you can do. And so because of that, 10 years later, you have no information. No one will tell you a fucking thing. You have no real love life. You've never had a date with me. You never will. You're not good enough. You're too stupid and weird and cruel. And we have a lot. We have a lot more than anybody else has gotten. No one else has this much. Every time you contact me, we get more. Every time you take my money, we get more. And you have yet to put the cause and effect together in your head. Very slow. Very mentally slow. It's we don't have any words for that. We really don't. So, I mean, if all these years you can't get a real love life or a real date or information or anybody to help you, and you do the same thing every day that gets you that, you really are just, you need to be in a nursing home. You're past. You're past. You've lost your mind. You've absolutely lost your mind. You just look like this pathetic bitch right here.
Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh my god. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? Are you a prostitute? I'm serious.
Sir, please leave.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof.
Alright, so we have all this, Mr. Perry. Every time you contact me at all, you guys wanted me pulled over last night again. Yeah, we heard about that. We've got all this here. These are names of people within your criminal organization or people who have had some sort of input, good or bad. Muffin Man. Who's Monique? Who's Calvin? Bald Fat Calvin. Who's Geppetto? Who's Lucius? Who's Sanjay? Who are those people to you? Who are those people to you? Who's the Muffin Man to you? We got a witness statement here. We've got a bunch of trafficking. You like trafficking women? Yeah, you got a racketeering bullshit going on. Racketeering and fraud. Title 18 violations. RICO Act violations. Witness tampering, obstruction of justice, murder in the first degree of a cop. I mean, we've collected all this evidence here, sir, over the last 10 years. So my guys are like, they can go into TPD and think they've explained all this. David Robertson thinks he runs TPD. They can go in there and explain all this. Doesn't matter what TPD thinks. They are not getting the intel. We are. They got to convince us. If they want to come in and say we didn't do it, they got to convince us of that because we're the ones getting this information, not TPD. So it's not up to TPD. We're the ones getting the information. We're using our resources to get it. It's going to be a criminal trial in our area where we are. So it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. It matters what we think. We're spending the resources. We're spending the time. We're doing the work. We're getting the intel, not anybody else. So at the end of the day, they're going to have to convince us they didn't do it. I don't care. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. Nobody else has this intel. We get more the more you contact me, the more you peep on me, the more you take my money, and you know that, and you do it anyway. It's like you like prison and want to go. You can't wait to go. I said, stop contacting me, Mr. Perry. You act like you think I care what you think, and I think everybody's very confused as to why the fuck you think that. I don't care what you think. You make me sick at my stomach. Everybody's sick of you. We have no problems getting this information because everybody's sick and tired of you. Everybody's sick of you. We have no problems getting all this intel, Mr. Perry, because everybody is sick of you. I'm repeating myself again. Our shrink is sure that you've got Alzheimer's because you have to say the same thing to you over and over and over. It's like you forgot that we just said this 30 seconds ago. I've already said all this. You are already caught. You've already been caught. We've already said all this. I'm repeating and repeating and repeating, and it's maddening. Everybody's very irritated at you that you have to say the same thing to you over and over and over and over. And everybody's, it's getting on everybody's last nerve. You make me sick at my stomach. You make me ill. You give me the creepy crawlies. You give me the heebie-jeebies. You don't get a date crapping up somebody's life. You're not getting cooperation. You're not getting information. We are. Been that way every day for 10 years. Every fucking day for 10 years. Shouldn't have to tell you again. Shouldn't have to. So, I don't know what disease you actually have that makes you act the way you act and do the things you do and need everything to be said to you over and over and over and over, and you still act like you have no idea what we just said. Not a clue. Like whatever we just said went right over your head. You know, we don't, I mean, I don't know what disease you have that would cause it to happen, but you're bothering me with it. That's a problem for you. It's a big problem for you. And you act like you don't know that either. Every time you contact me, we get more. Every time you take something from me, we get more. And in 13 years, nothing else has happened. You never get a date. You're not going to get a date. You're weirdo. I don't do weirdo. You're creepy. And you're cruel. And I don't go out with men who are creepy and cruel. You're a turnoff. You're fat, you're lazy, you're perverted, and you're a turnoff, and you make me sick at my stomach. You disgust me. I don't feel anything for you, Mr. Perry, but deep disgust. You make me want to, you just like, bleh, throw up every time you contact me. Everybody's sick of you. Everybody's just sick and tired of you. No one cares what you think. No one cares. Why can't you understand that? Didn't ask you, don't care. What did I say? Leave me alone. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me the fuck alone. Get the hell out of my life. Leave me the fuck alone. Fuck off. When we got this, it wasn't up to you. All of this stuff that we got, gonna take my car, we need her back in Texas where we can hurt her more. When we got that recorded, sir, the guys that got that, you have to explain to them how you're innocent, or you didn't do it. Good luck. Because nobody else matters. No one else got that intel. They did. They're the ones you have to convince that you didn't do it. No one else. You can go to the media and tell the media whatever you want to tell them. Because at the end of the day, the guys that got this are going to put you in jail. And you have to convince them and their jury and all blah, 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 the whole thing. They're the ones that matter. They're doing the work. They're spending the resources. They got the intel. No one else got it. No one else, you don't have to, no one else, no one else's opinion is relevant. Just the guys that got this. And every time you contact me, we get more. Every time you contact me, every invasion of my privacy, we get more. Every penny you take, we get more. And the more we get, the easier it's going to be to convince a jury of your guilt. And I've said this all before, over and over and over and over and over, and it goes right over your head. It goes right over your fucking head. We can get information and you can't because everybody's sick of you. We can get information and you cannot because everybody's sick of you. No one will tell you who's getting me this. Will they? No one will tell you fuck because everybody's sick of you. Nobody will tell you a thing because, Mr. Perry, you need to listen and pay attention to what I'm saying. Everybody's sick and tired of you. All you do is bother everybody all damn day. You're boring, you have no life, you're bizarro, you're strange-o, you're a sick little fuck. Everybody's sick of you. So we can get stuff like this before you do it, while you're planning it. This was a felony, about 12 of them, when you did that. This right here is kidnapping. About, 5, 6 felonies. Right? Peeping is a felony. Hacking is a felony. Stalking is a felony. Right? Trafficking is a felony. Exploitation is a felony. Bunch of them. You got a bunch of felonies. Sometimes more than one rolled up into one thing you do. Yep. Murder in the first degree. Felony. Capital offense. Murder in the first degree of a police officer. Attempted murder of me. David, how many times you talked about getting a hitman? They got it every time you did. Every time you talked about getting a hitman, they got you. So they're the ones you're going to have to convince. The ones that got me this. Can't get her kicked out on COVID by stealing her money. We can't get her kicked out of her home by stealing her money. Because if there's a COVID moratorium, so let's try smoking. When you contact me, we get that. When you take my money, we get that, fat bald Calvin. How many times they got you on talking, they're the ones that got this, the guys that got this from you to me. That's who you got to convince you didn't do it. No one else is relevant. They don't matter. Because they didn't get this. Our guys did. Our guys got it. And nobody will tell you who that is. They are not found. They find you. That's how that works. Because you've been trying to find them for a long time. When did they get this? 2015. We quote you every day. You give us more to get every day. And the more we get, the easier it'll be to get a conviction. What day will they arrest you, princess? Look, you got a mommy that humiliated you as a kid. No one cares. We really don't. That's between you and your mommy. Thing is, you're bothering everybody else with it. And you are. You're bothering and bothering and bothering and bothering. And everybody's sick of it. So we can get stuff like that very easy. Just like that. Not hard at all. And nobody will tell you fuck. As to who is getting that. Nobody will tell you, will they? Mr. Perry threatens me every day. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna get. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna get. I'm like, okay. Well, we took and got that before you did it. We took and we took and got that. The court's already heard it. The judge already heard this. You know why? They used it to get probable cause. They used it for probable cause to get additional investigatory orders. I'm not going to say what. For example, a wiretap order. They used it already. It's already been used against you in a court of law. So is this, fat bald Calvin. Mr. Perry, I don't care what you think. Why do you think I do? I said don't contact me at all. Fuck off. Mind your own business. When we got this, it wasn't up to you, was it? When we got this, wasn't up to you, was it? Nope. When we got this, was it up to you? Nope. We control the information. We control it. You never have. You never will. We control all that. You need to stop bothering people with your mommy problems. Your mommy issues. Men, if you're real men and you don't have a teeny weeny, go to a biker bar and fight with a man. Because only men with a teeny weeny gotta beat down women to feel tough. Period. That's the powder room talk. That's what women think of you. That you're just pathetic and weak and stupid. And not worth a shit. No woman sits around as a kid and goes, I want to date a peeping Tom weirdo who has no life and is boring. That's what I want. When I grow up, that's the kind of guy I want. That'll starve me to death. That'll put me out on the streets. That feels the need to beat me down to feel tough. Nobody says that. You're not what women want. You're everything women are turned off by and disgusted with. You don't even like women. You like deviant men. What you do is attractive to deviant men, not women. Right? Yeah. See, you'll never get a date with somebody like me. It's not going to happen. So we got, you want to feel tough, Charles. Go into a biker bar and pick a fight with a guy. A dude. You got a bunch of y'all. Deviant Men's Club, Teeny Weeny Queenie Club, that try to make me fail every day. It's hysterical. We're like, wow, I didn't realize I was that effective. Apparently I'm pretty damn effective. Or you wouldn't waste the time and money, would you? No, you would not. So when we got that, we can't steal her money and get her kicked out on non-payment, can we? So, because the COVID moratorium, it won't matter. We got We got to do it on smoking. Who said this? Was it Fat Bald Calvin? I don't know. How do I know his name? So she did a couple days later. This was dated the 9th. This was dated the 15th. She did it. And then after COVID, you did again steal my money, and you did get me kicked out. And then you did it again for the 4th time. I tried to make a payment, and payments refused, and I'm kicked out. That's just what you do. So you've more than substantiated our witness. More. And the only people that you're going to have to convince that at the end of the day it's going to matter are the guys that got all this, that spent the time and the money to get this intel right here. And it's easier to get the more you contact me, the more broke I am, the longer Mike Neely's in jail, the longer you're sitting around on your fat, lazy ass bothering everybody all damn day with your pathetic nothing life and your mommy issues. Yeah, when somebody's got stuff like that, mommy issues, and it's your crime causation and you're bothering everybody else with it, you might as well shit in your pants, take them off, and shove them in everybody else's face. It's that nasty. Get a shrink. Have some class. Have some fucking class. I knew Gene Mitchell's legal argument before he made it, and I was texting him, telling him don't do that. This was in October. Trial wasn't until March, and you guys all kept me off the stand, because if I was going to be on the stand, it's funny, everybody makes fun of you guys. They think they're fooling people. 4 court cases, they don't let her in, and we're supposed to believe that's because she has nothing valuable to say. After you can see what she has to say on Facebook. If everybody heard Ty Buttram and Chief Ridley in the courtroom, what they said to the media, if they heard me in the courtroom, what I'm saying here, everybody knows Mike Neely would have been home. There's no way you can beat somebody to death and have not a mark on you. There'd be bruises all over him. Not one bruise anywhere. Who do you think you're fooling? See, you're stupid, and you think everybody else is as stupid as you, and they're not. How do you live in a world where everybody's smarter than you? How do you survive that? You're not surviving it. That's the thing. You're not. You're getting told on and told every day. I quote you. You wanted me pulled over last night? We heard you. We heard you talking about it. Because you're pissing people off, everybody's sick of you. You hurt people, everybody's sick of that. You have no fucking idea what I'm saying right now. Your responses are always wildly inappropriate. Always way the hell off from what somebody would do if they understood what you just said. You never respond like you have any idea what somebody's telling you. Not a clue. It's very embarrassing. You need to be in a funny farm. Mike was drugged. I said it beforehand, not after. So the guys that told me that, when you have to, at the end of the day, convince them you didn't do it. No one else matters. No one else got this information, did they? Yeah. The only people that matter are the ones getting the information, doing the work. They tell me the more he fucks with you, the easier. I know it. He goes, my guy goes, I know it sucks to be you right now. I know it does. I know Charles is giving you a really shitty life. But here's the thing. It's pissing people off, so we are having zero problems getting information. Zero. We get it very easily, just like that. Whatever we want to know, we get it every day, more and more and more. It's piling up. It's piling up. If there weren't other people we're trying to get in this too, he'd already be in jail. I mean, it is piled up. We're done with him. So, they're still working on some other people. I think that there's some frustration with TPD also. I think they were trying not to make TPD look bad when this all shakes out, and I think it's getting to a point where it's just they're gonna have to explain why they didn't do anything, because you got somebody else coming in doing the work. What are you doing? What are you fucking doing? My guys are catching bad guys. We don't know what the hell y'all are doing. We hear David's been sitting on TPD. That he's actually been down there, screaming and yelling at people. How does she find out? And I think we said, get the hell out and don't do that again. Don't fucking do that again. I said, I'm not Wyatt Earp. I didn't come into town to mop up. But what made me say that, David? Because that was before my false arrest. You and I were still talking then. After my false arrest, we stopped. Why is it that I said that to you in a text? I'm not Wyatt Earp. I didn't come into town to mop up. Everybody's telling me Creek County and Sepulpa and all those guys are corrupt. I didn't come here to... I don't care. I don't want to know anything about it. I didn't come here to mop up. I came here to get away from drama, be with my family, which I wasn't yesterday. I wasn't. Because you have fucked that up for me. So you're going to have to explain to the guys that got me all this why the fuck you did that. No one else matters. No one else matters. Charles, no one's going to help you. No one is going to help you. You have asked me who's helping me. He's asked me who is helping you. Who's my leaks? Every day for years, and he never gets an answer. And yet he continues to ask me all day long. It's retarded. He is mentally retarded. Legit, medically, mentally retarded. No one continues to ask the same questions they know good and well they're not going to get an answer to. For this long. Every day, all day long. And the more you ask, the more you piss us off. Because I said, don't fucking contact me again. And you do it anyway. And then we get more of these right here. It's cause and effect. Because everybody's sick of you. You're pissing everybody off. People rant when they get pissed off. My guys don't have any problems getting information. No one will tell you a thing. Because everybody wants you gone. They're sick of you. So what made me tell David that? I'm not Wyatt Earp. I didn't come in here to mop up. I came in here to be left alone. I came to Oklahoma where my family is to get away from a sex weirdo, a monster, a fat lazy turnoff who is bothering me. A drama queen, you know, in here you are. You're here bothering me for him. So, the guy's not going to get a date. You don't get a date being like he is. Deviant. Sex deviant. That's a great way to turn women off. And, interestingly, here we are finding out stuff without the help of TPD or Creek County or Sepulpa or anything. So, our guys that are doing all that work, spending their resources, protecting me in Tulsa, that's who you got to convince he didn't do it. No one else is relevant. They don't matter. They're not relevant. They're going to have to explain why they didn't help. That's their choice. They're grown-ass men. But, there's a caveat there. We have heard David is sitting on TPD and that he screams at him when we get information thinking one of them leaked. Threatens them. Yet we heard yesterday you guys were threatening the guy named Dickie, I guess is his name. I'm going to tell you again, you fuck. Get out of TPD and don't you fucking do that again. You ask one more time, did you leak? I swear to God, you'll wish you weren't born. I swear to God. It is way out of line for you to go to a police department and try to act like you run it. You don't. The cops run it for the people. The people of Oklahoma, the people of Tulsa, we own the police department. They work for us, not you. They work for us, not you. We want Chief Franklin to run it, not you. Not thugs. So maybe you've been doing that all these years, and somebody somewhere got sick and tired of it, David. You pissed off the wrong person. And so what is it that made me say, I'm not Wyatt Earp. I didn't come in town to mop up. I don't even want to know about this crap. I don't want anything to do with that. I came here to get away from drama. I came here to be with my family and get away from drama. You are picking a fight with me. Why don't you pick a fight with a biker in a biker bar? A guy, a dude. Instead of one woman. You can't handle it. Look what we got out of that, David. Because you picked a fight with me. Look, David, look at all the intel we got out of that. Look, David. Look what we got out of that. That's what that did. Picking a fight with me, sir. Did it get you what you want? I don't think it did. I get a call from cops. You took out your tail light once you pulled over. Go fix it. So I did. Right? All this intel, David, that we got here, do you not understand what it means that we have it? Does it not make any sense? Do you not understand what it means that we have Lucius's name and Calvin's name? I've never met them. Geppetto's name and their roles in all this, in your little crime organization. If you're sitting at TPD and you're screaming and yelling at those guys, thinking one of them leaked, get the fuck out. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you, get out. This is what came from that. A bunch of intel is what you just got yourself out of that. And they didn't do it. My guys did it. Your beef is with them, not TPD. TPD's not done a fucking thing to help. Nothing. A lot of people are aggravated at him. Very aggravated at him. Where were they when Mike needed them? Where were they when I needed them? Not helping. You get out of their face, bitch. You're screaming and barking at the wrong people. My guys are not going to be found, David. They'll find you. They already are. Take her car away. Have her pulled over. Take her car away. Have her pulled over. Take her car away. Have her pulled over. We've heard it over and over and over and over out of you. Who's Geppetto? How'd you meet Geppetto and Lucius, David? Huh? Bald Fat Calvin. How do you know Bald Fat Calvin? How do I know these people? I don't know them. I know who they are. I've never met them that I know of. So I knew I was trafficked before you had a chance to traffic me. And the guys that told me that, they're the ones you have to convince of your innocence. No one else matters. They're the ones that got the information, not anybody else. Right? So, all of this stuff that we got, get her back on the pole and on a schedule. That's a quote of you. Jean Mitchell wanted to know how she knew his legal argument before he made it in court. She texted him and said, don't do it. Don't say that. Don't lie. Who gave me that? I'm quoting someone. How'd she know Mike Neely was drugged before anybody else said it? The attorneys hadn't even done depositions yet. I'm quoting somebody, David. Somebody investigating you. You've talked to them. They walked right up and talked to you. You just didn't know that's who you were talking to. This has been going since 2015, David. It's a lot of intel to get, and you're going to have to explain it to them, no one else. It's not legal, but I'm going to have her car towed and sold before she figures that out. This was Charles Perry. I was in Manford. You got recorded, Charles. You've been trying to get my car every day since. Yeah, that's not a date. You can't get a date. No one will tell you who's getting that information. Our guys are not found. They'll find you. And they'll find you when it's too fucking late for you. So you don't get a date. You don't get information. We do. We get the information. Always have, always will. We control that. You can't control fuck. It's never up to you. Wasn't up to you when we got that, was it? Was it up to you when we got all this? I don't think it was. It never is. All this stuff, this is like a video of like thousands of emails that I typed up from thousands of recordings of y'all. Have Rogers County pull her over. Have Bixby pull her over. Have Broken Arrow pull her over. When we got that, wasn't up to you, was it, David? Was that up to you when I got that? Nope. Was it up to you, Princess Cuckoo Bird? Nope. You can't get a date. You're just a fucking fail. Reject. With no life. You're boring and you're pathetic. And you can't get a date. You can't get a date with me for sure. You're a turnoff. If you wanted to date with women, you'd get off your fat, lazy ass and go work. And stop sitting around watching TV all day making weird noises like a fucking retarded monkey could do. Literally, things that you've done with your time, legit, a retarded monkey could do that, sir. It's not impressive. It's weirdo. You're a fucking weirdo. You're pathetic and boring. You're just boring. You and your mommy issues. Whoever got this to us. Was that up to you when we got it? Nope. Charles, no one's going to help you. You're not listening to what I'm saying. Act like you understand me. Everybody's sick of you. We can get information to put a stop to what you're doing, and no one will help you. Been that way for 10 years. Charles, when you contact me, it's easier for us to get information because I'm sick of you contacting me. It pisses me off. I didn't ask you what you think. I don't care. I asked you not to contact me, didn't I? I said don't contact me. Is there something unclear about that? If you're a mentally retarded man like our shrink thinks, you might have a hard time understanding what I just said. Don't contact me. Don't contact me. Butt out of my business. Butt out of my life. Fuck off. Do not contact me. Not in any form. And the more you do it anyway, and make me feel sick at my stomach and raped, the more of this we get. Is that what you wanted? Did you want us to get more? If you don't, fuck off. Because nothing else has come from what you do all day, but that. We get more and more and more than anybody else has ever gotten before. Ask the Muffin Man. Ask Geppetto. Ask Lucius. Get a grip on reality. Get a grip on reality. You don't have a real love life. You're John Hinckley watching TV. You've never had a real date with me. You never will. You never will. You're turned off. You're a turn off. I'm turned off by you. I don't find you attractive. You're not interesting. You're not intelligent. I don't think you're smart. I don't think you're sexy. I think you're weirdo. I think you creep me out and you make me want to vomit. You're disgusting to me. You've never had a date with me. You're not going to have a date with me. You don't have a real love life. You're pathetic. You're watching TV pretending. You have reduced yourself to the butt of a dirty joke. And that is the best you can do. I don't go out with a man who can't respect boundaries or unless he makes sure I don't miss a meal. And you're going around telling everybody you're going to starve me until I lie. You're not after the date, you're after the lie. So for even you to say that this is about a date or a love life, please, surely you know at this point nobody believes you. For me, I can't stand you. I don't like you. You might like me, but I don't like you back. I don't want you. I did move twice and go to a lot of trouble to get away from you because I don't like you. You're a turnoff. You're a deviant, sick fuck little turnoff. You're disgusting. You're a bizarre bore. I already know what I did all day. I only go out with men who are working hard all day and too busy to bother other people or hurt other people. Okay? You've done everything to turn me off, or any woman on the planet. Stuff no normal person could think up and do it if they had to. You have thought up some weird shit that you gotta be sick and twisted to even come up with. And everybody's sick of dealing with that. Everybody's sick of dealing with you. We don't have problems getting information because of it. And you have no fucking idea what I just said, do you? It's fucking embarrassing. I don't even know. We don't have words for this. So you hurt people and everybody's tired of y'all hurting people. So we can get information and you can't. Who said this? Point out for me the marks on Mike that look like he was in a fight. Point them out. Where are they? Point them out. Point out the injuries that look like he was in a fight. Oh gosh, they're not. There aren't any. In his arrest report, it says he had a second incident when they pulled him off Lucky and he busted his nose and his lip. Not the incident that caused the death of Lucky. And he had a red swollen right hand. Well, you know, finger paint cop, he's got a IV in his hand right here that would make it red and swollen. But beating someone's head back and forth so hard it came off his body and caused internal decapitation, it's not going to be red and swollen, is it? Nope. You killed a cop, is what you did. And coming after me makes you look even more guilty. And to our guys who found out Mike was drugged and Gene Mitchell's bullshit before he made it in court, he lied for you. You suborned perjury. What day will you be arrested for that? What day will it be? You pissing me off, Charles, is not helping you. It's not helping you at all. But you're a mentally retarded man. You wouldn't know, would you? So, when you killed a cop, you don't know what that did in other cops, do you? Nope. You going after me makes you look guilty because you wouldn't go after me if this wasn't true. You wouldn't ask me to lie if I was already lying, would you? Yep, I don't go out with a man unless you make sure I don't miss a meal. So you running around telling everybody I'm going to starve her till she lies is telling everybody else I want the lie, not the date. Yep, nobody believes you, bitch. So, yeah, he tells me, How did you know Mike had to be begged to go to Pensacola? Come on, Mike, it'll be fun. We got your murder planned. And if the murder doesn't work, we'll do a false arrest. Just like we did to her. We'll poison. When they don't die, we do a false arrest to cover all that up. Except when you do it to me, you get caught. Why is it, David, that I told you way back when? I'm not Wyatt. Or who'd you think I was? Who did you know? What did you know about me then? That caused you to have enough people say something strange to me. To my response to you is, I'm not Wyatt Earp. I didn't come here to mop up. I don't want to do this. So why are you making me do this? Yeah. What was said to me to make that happen? To make my response be that? If you're sitting on TPD and you're screaming and yelling at those guys every time we get more information because you think one of them's leaking, it's probably a good idea that you not do that again. And that's all I'm going to say. We're sure you can live with the consequences of what you do. We control the flow of information, no one else. It's our guys you got to convince that you didn't do it. Because no one else is relevant. They're not doing the work. They're not getting the information. They're not using their resources. Our guys are. So they're the only ones that matter, as it turns out. This right here was already heard in a court of law. And I've already explained it, and so I'm not going to repeat myself or spend too much of that. Mrs. Lucky, well, we were constantly getting asked to pull her over. Yep. There's one, I think, there was one that said, I'm not, he wants her pulled over. He's got her on GPS, he'll tell you when she's coming by. And he said, I think I'm going to have to go to the bathroom when she blows by here. She's just lost her ass trying to help a cop. So, I'm not going to be that guy. I'm not doing it. Everybody hates y'all. Everybody's sick of this. And you act like you don't understand what those words mean, princess. And everybody's really thinking you need to be in the funny farm. Because you should know. Cause and effect, same and different before and after. We get the information beforehand, not after. I got the information on Mike before Gene Mitchell made his lie bullshit story in court. Told him, no, don't do that. It's not even plausible. Months before my false arrest, months before you've trafficked me, right? Months before. Always get it before. It's different when you do it to me, but it's the same every time you do it. It's different when you do it to me than it is all your other victims, and you got a lot of other victims, right, Lucius? Right? But it's the same every time you do it. And none of you act like you know why that is. Or what it means that we have all this. But the guys that got it, it is them you're going to have to convince you didn't do it. Good luck on that. They got me this puzzle in jail. That's a lot of power that can do that. Yeah, so, I mean, all this stuff is indicative of everybody's sick of you. And you got to be able to understand what those words mean. We can get information easily, and you can't. Nobody will tell you who these guys are getting it. Right? He's sitting on TPD. I think the citizens don't want thugs running TPD. The citizens want the chief to run it. Okay? So if that information is correct, maybe don't do that again, okay? Because you might wish you hadn't done it if you do it again. Mr. Perry, what I asked you to do, listen, this is a lot of intel, sir. I understand you're mentally retarded and you have no fucking idea what I'm saying. You can tell by the way that you act, it's just not clicking for you. It's just not. It goes right over your head. You're just not all there. And so, but the thing is you're bothering me with that. And it would be better if you didn't. Or don't complain when we quote you. When he pesters her and takes her money, things don't go well for us. She quotes us all day, every day, for 10 years. Okay, so is that what you wanted out of that? Because that's what you got. That's reality. You don't get a date out of that. You don't have a real love life out of doing that. When you pester me and take my money. You can't. Nobody will tell you who it is getting this stuff. You're getting a runaround, aren't you? But we quote you daily, every fucking day. Now act like you understand what that means, mentally retarded man. Because everybody's irritated with you. Everybody's sick and tired of you. Everybody's had enough of this. And you need to control yourself. And you can't, can you? Nope, we control the flow of information. You can't even control yourself. You can't even control yourself. You're stupid, you're weird, and you're pathetic. Everybody's tired of dealing with it. Act like you understand me. What did I just say? I didn't say, what do you think, or how do you feel, did I? Nope. That is not at all what I said, is it? I said don't contact me, because it makes me sick at my stomach. And then, when you piss me off, taking my money and contacting me after I've told you not to, we get more. Spend that way every day for almost a decade. Because you're making everybody mad. You're making everybody very uncomfortable. Very disturbed. Do you not understand words? At your age, you ought to understand words. If you can't, go get your nurse. Go to your nursing home. You're substantiating our shrink who thinks you're mentally retarded. That's already been heard in a court of law.
Leave me alone! Please!
Just talk to me for 2 minutes.
First, let me say that I'm happy that the lady in this video is okay. Second, let me break down what rape culture is. Rape culture is the fact that that man felt that he was entitled to some of this woman's time just because he said, let me talk to you for 2 minutes. Doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. If she said no, no means no. Rape culture is the comments that she has on her video about how she should have just spoke to him or dressed differently. Rape culture is me taking the heat for calling out other men for their terrible behavior. Rape culture is trying to explain stuff as, oh, it's just locker room talk. No, it's not locker room talk. You should talk the same way wherever you are. We all know that rape is not about sex, it's about power. So for you to force yourself on somebody, even if you're just talking to them, is disgusting, dude.
You've got been raping you.